in a 2001 Freelander one. Now, this is an absolutely mint condition one. It's been looked after by its previous owner for the last 15 years. He was an elderly gentleman who just sadly passed away. He was a personal friend of mine, and he bought it when he was 80, so he's had it to grand old age of 95. But he really pampered this car, looked after it. It's absolutely mint. Only done 67,000 miles in nearly 20 years of the car being on the road. So it's done very little really. I bought one of these in 2006. It was 4 years old and got 67,000 miles on it then. So this one's had a really easy life, and I know he's just absolutely looked after it. He's polished it more than he drove it. So it's got none of the usual problems. The stereo is still original, and when we bought the one in 2006 at 4 years old, that already had a stereo changed and no longer got a Land Rover stereo in it. This one's still got the Land Rover stereo from original. It's got all the windows work, which occasionally they have problems with the cables just corroding and snapping, especially the tailgate one, because you can lower the window in the tailgate. It lowers itself to open and shut anyway, just a fraction of an inch, just to clear the door. But the cables regularly go on though, because every time you open the tailgate they work. So this one's got that, no problems like that. The viscous coupling in this, I have had a chance so far to have it on full lock. We'd literally just picked it up and we're travelling back from Shropshire to Sheffield, but I did have a chance to turn around in a cul-de-sac, and it's got no tight viscous coupling or any problems like that. So all the driveline sounds nice. It sounds just as it should, and it's absolutely fantastic condition. Really fantastic condition. Tyres are all more than legal on it, and they're probably half worn, but still very serviceable. And it just drives. It drives like it's new still. You know, when these get older, they get very weak on the shocks, and then they get very wobbly. And because they're quite a tall vehicle, they don't feel quite nice. But this one feels tight. Feels well looked after. Feels like a 4-year-old car rather than a 20-year-old car. So very happy. It's got the usual augment of parts bin leftovers from when it was made by Land Rover. So the dash vents, they seem to rob the parts bins that were left over from the Montegos and Maestros. So you end up with these very turquoise coloured dash vents, which look a bit odd. On the 2002 one we had, I searched long and hard to find one that got black dash vents at that time, because I didn't like the turquoise. They looked hideous. Now they still look hideous, but it's period, and that's what they did, and yeah, you might be able to live with them, so that's fine. But everything on this car, carpets, everything is mint. Leather seats throughout, heated seats, everything works. The only thing that doesn't is the CD multi-changer won't power up apparently, but that might just be a blown fuse, so we can check that out. And the sunroof, again, probably the cables have gone on the sunroof, but I know, like I said, the previous owner, and he just absolutely pampered this car. So it's had everything it needed, and it shows. It really does show that it's a really nice condition car. There's not a mark on the bodywork. It's absolutely mint. Like I say, things like the folding power door mirrors, they work. Everything looks to be in perfect condition. So we're very happy with this car. And yeah, given the previous owner and relationship we had with him, it's not one that'll be for sale. It'll be one that we keep in our cars, and you know, we get to use now and again. So it'll be very nice to have as a proper mint example of the Freelander one. I don't think you'll find many in this condition ever, to be fair, because they just didn't get looked after in that way. These are the type of cars that get to a certain age, and because they are no longer expensive enough, people don't look after them properly. So they don't tend to age well usually. But this one is a mint car. Really nice to drive. It's got a slightly different seating position to what I used to remember, but it feels very perched up high. But I think maybe that's just my memory. It's been about 2 years since we got rid of the 2002 one. We had a long time. We had it 12 years, that car, but it was starting to get very tired. It felt completely different to this one by the end, and that yeah, it was a bit soggy on the suspension, and the seats definitely felt lower and like they would go back further as well, but it may just be that it was slightly different to this one, having cloth trim rather than leather. I don't know. Or maybe these seats just haven't sunk as the other seats maybe had, and it's just the seats haven't got aged, so therefore you feel perched up a bit higher. But it's a nice motor, deep dark blue, and it's like I say, not a mark on it, which is lovely. So that's the Freelander one, and maybe we'll show some of the outside shots of it, and try and edit them into the video so that you can get to see the whole vehicle. If not, we'll do a separate video on that. But thanks for watching. See you again.